Hello YouTubers! Just got back yesterday about this time yesterday from Quadstate. I had an amazing time. I met so many of you YouTubers. I'm not even going to try to mention names because it's a great group of people. I met a ton of people that aren't even YouTubers that just came around and talked to me and sit down with me and talk, and it was a fantastic time. One thing I gotta admit, they put me on some new meds after I had my heart attack 2 weeks ago, and it's messing with my memory. It's really weird. I don't know how to explain it, but you know, I used to remember people. I may not remember your name, but I remember your face, and man, it's just, something's wrong. I don't know how to explain it. I had a great time, met people, sold a lot of stuff, bought a lot of stuff, bought a fantastic French leg vise that I'm going to put out in my shop. Then I bought this little tiny leg vise that was, it was German leg vise. Bought a bunch of books on blacksmithing. Bought all three of Mark Asprey's books. I spent a fortune on books. I got a little clip here of my setup at Quadstate, but I really didn't have a lot of time to do a lot of videos down there. Well, it's Friday morning. I meant to take some video as we went, but I've just been too busy. Sold all those blue vices. Be right back. Okay, I'm back. Just had to sell 2 of my welding tabletops. I was surprised those haven't sold more. But here's my swage blocks, my tool holders, a couple vices. I think I said I sold all the blue ones. I've still got quite a few. I think I've only sold one of my striking anvils. He's back here. And I had 50 some of these swage blocks. This is all I've got left. This box is full of stuff that people's bought and going to pick up. There's the striking anvils I have left. There's one solid, no holes in it swage block, and a few of these vices. There's the vices that I've bought to take home to work on and play with. I had 2 of these without vices on them. This one here I brought, it's already sold. And I had one guy want one without the vise, so I kind of learned that a lot of people already have their vise. They just want this stand. So I'm going to have a bunch of those next year without vices on them. And this one here, I traded 2 stands with small vices on it to get this beauty. This is going home with me, going in my shop. French made leg vise. Look at the little curly Q on the spring, and then that hinge is really neat the way they did that. I don't know if you can see that. It's really fancy. But basically, I'm about sold out, and it's Friday morning, and the people that are going to be buying this stuff are just getting here today. So the people that bought it are people here selling blacksmithing stuff, and they fell in love with my swage blocks and tool holders and my rolling stands. It's been a good couple days. Last year I was only there for part of one day, and it was just so hot I came home, so I didn't experience hardly anything at Quadstate. This year I was there, I got there real early Wednesday, and I came home Saturday afternoon, probably left there about 2 o'clock. And I still feel like there there's so much more to Quad State than what I got to see in the after hours, basically. I didn't get to go to any of the demonstrations. I was just so busy. And when I did go to one, the place was packed and I couldn't get in, so I gave up and went back. But I put the clip of what I did on down there, set it in here somewhere, and then I'd go to bed early. I was probably in bed at 9, 10 o'clock, and I'd wake up at like 1 in the morning, and I'd hear people, they're forging something, hammers going, and people laughing and having a great time, and I was just whipped. I'd just go back to sleep. But it was great to wake up and hear that, the fun that was taking place. It was a great time. If you can make it to Quad State, you won't be sorry. You won't be sorry you went. Penny, New Penny Forge from over in England, she flew over and was there. I got to meet her. They're doing, right now, I just left their live stream. They were doing, a bunch of them were doing a forging something, and everyone was having a great time. I don't know, I don't think they were at Quad State. I think they're at one of the groups home, I think. It's hard for me to keep up with everything right now. I know that I just cleaned up that side of my shop over there to make more room for my stock, so I'm ready to go next year with even more stuff, because I sold completely out. I brought home one of those little 3.5-inch jaw vices and 3 or 4 of the donuts that I make to go. You weld to the bottom plate and then put the foot of your leg vise in it on a stand. The reception that I got from my mobile leg vise stands, that was worth going, just to hear how many people loved them. They were a big hit. I sold 3 of them without vices on it. One of them had a vice on it, and everyone's got vices, so next year I'm going to have more of them without vices on it, that you can mount your own vice on it. And I've got a couple other secret ideas that I'll open up next year and show you when it's time for Quad State. I think people are going to really like them. I'll stop here, stop rambling on. Hope somewhere in there I added that video. Thanks for watching. Thanks for coming and seeing me at Quad State. I hope to see you next year. Thanks.